Okay. Hi, I'm Megan. We actually just chatted like 2 minutes ago. But so I've been with the company for a few years now. I'm a national marketing director with the company. I've known Kareen for quite a few years, 3 years. And then I've met Annie as well through this business. So just want to thank everyone for coming on and attending her launch call. This is pretty exciting. Got a lot of crazy things happening in the world the last, few months. So yeah, I'm just happy that Annie's in the business and really getting going here. So I'm just going to let her kind of just take it away and welcome everyone and just share your story.
Put the spotlight on me, hey?
You're welcome.
Hey guys, thanks for coming. Yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys this Juice Plus because I've been taking it for a while now, and I know it made such a difference for me and for the kids. And I believe that, bridging that gap for the health, we don't always eat great, and our immune systems definitely take a beating with gross food and stuff like that. So it's nice to have that extra gumption for your body to keep you healthy. I know it's definitely given me extra energy, and like I just feel better when I take it. I notice when I don't, and that's bad. So yeah, I'm trying to share the health part with everybody.
Totally. And that's like exactly it. So the best thing to do is Juice Plus is quite technical. So it's actually the most research health product in the world. Oh, we have someone new joining. I'll wait till they come. Oh, Michelle.
Hi.
Oh, nice. We're just getting going, so I'm going to mute you. Hope you don't mind.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Love you, but don't want to hear you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so like I was saying, it's quite technical. Those tiny little capsules that we talk about, they're actually the most research health product in the world. Right now, they've got over 38 published studies. So I'm just going to share like a really quick video that I love that will give you the entire rundown of everything Juice Plus. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Everyone can hear it?
Very simply.
No.
Really faintly, not really.
Okay, hold on. Like how faintly?
Barely.
Barely, yeah.
That means that the sound is not sharing. We had this last time. Sorry, give me one sec. I love when technology works, and when it doesn't, it's just so lovely, isn't it? Okay, hold on. Stop share. This happened to us last night. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, I promise it'll work this time. Ooh. I just gotta type the password quick. Can you see it? Can everyone see my screen? Yeah? Okay. What happened? Oh, I muted it. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Can you guys hear anything? You can hear the sound? Oh. Okay.
So my health wasn't at the best, but you know, you go to the doctor and they do some blood work and they're like, oh, you know, everything's normal, your vitamin D's low. So I just brushed it off as this is just how I am. This is what it's going to feel like to be in my 20s and 30s. And I just chalked it up as that. It wasn't until my mom ended up getting cancer that I really started to reevaluate my own health and really look into what other options there were. My mom, because of her cancer, I did a lot of research and it kept going back to plant-based diets and different ways to eat, that kind of thing. So when I did come across the product and heard that it was just fruits and vegetables in a capsule, it instantly interested me. So I gave it a try, and actually at the time I was 7 weeks pregnant with my third child. This is my fourth. And I actually had more energy pregnant in my first trimester than I had in years before that. So instantly I knew that this product was for me. I was able to play with my older daughter and my other son, and for years I was kind of dragging, and it really bothered me that wasn't the mom I wanted to be. Yeah, it helped with my bowel movements as well. Now I go every day, which is amazing, and it feels so good to be able to eliminate, because when it's all plugged up, it's never fun and you're always hurting, right? So when I signed up for the product, I actually signed up for the business right away as well. I'm quite frugal, and I just thought, you know, if I can get a discount on this because I'm going to be on it for life, then why not, right? And then because I was getting such great results with my energy, and I was telling my sister about it and Wyatt's cousin and a bunch of other people, before I knew it, I had customers and I was starting to get my product paid for. And then fast forward a couple more months and I was starting to get team members, and it was starting to get really fun. So I kept going. I wasn't anticipating to do this business. I actually never wanted to get into network marketing at all. But it just kind of fell in my lap, and it's really become quite an interest of mine, and I'm really enjoying nutrition and everything that comes along with that. But something that I wasn't expecting was the community. When I was researching better ways to be healthy and stuff on the internet, there was so much information. I was really overwhelmed with what to do and where to start and how to get to the health that I wanted. But by attending a few regionals and some conferences and some other things that Juice Plus puts on, they have quite a few doctors or nutritionists or chiropractors that come in and speak. And from that, I've really learned so much more about health and other like stress techniques, like breathing, and just the community around it and all the health benefits that I've got outside of just the product. Really, it really fills me up. So yeah, that's my story. So back to you, Megan.
Thank you. You'll find real quick that we talk about poop lots. It's just kind of how it is. I'm a health coach. I'm in school right now to be a nutritionist. And you know what? Like, that's all we talk about is healthy poop. So like, don't ever be alarmed. It's just what we do. Anyway, so I can hear you now. I've got everything all sorted out with my speaker, but yeah, so I actually have a kind of a similar but not so similar story as Green. Obviously, I don't have kids. I don't know how she has 4 kids. I have no kids, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I don't know how she does it with 4. I've got 2 dogs and a cat, and I'm not a cat person, and we just got one. Welcome to COVID, right? So anyway, I've been on the product, I said, for a few years now, and I kind of did the same thing as Green, where it's like, we live in the day of the internet. Why would I pay full price for anything when I don't have to? There is deals everywhere. So for me, it was just common sense to sign up for the business because I got the discount right away on my product, which covered the cost of my business, as well as my mom was like, oh yeah, I'll start taking this. And both my sisters started taking it. So we all kind of started noticing little things like, I don't know if anybody went to college, but you know when you really can't survive college without like that afternoon nap? Yeah, I just like continued that on like after I graduated because I worked kind of from home in sales. So it would be like 1 PM and like my boss would phone me and I'd have to like, you know, when you wake up and you've got that voice and you're like, I'm like, okay, sound awake. hello? Like, I was 26 years old and not surviving my days without naps. Like, that's totally not normal. My mom suffered severe arthritis, and within 6 weeks, she had no pain. My older sister suffered really badly from seasonal depression, and within 3 months, she no longer needed her medication, which was nice. And then my younger sister, she just stopped getting hungover. So it's like we all have our stories. Personally, hers is probably the best. These are literally like not like proven. I'm gonna just point that out, but like it will cure any it will prevent any hangover. I'm just gonna say, and that is my own personal opinion. But anyway, yeah, so I just signed up for a discount, and then because my family loved it, and then my mom started sharing with her friends because everybody has the same issues when you get older. It's the same thing. So then all of a sudden, like I started earning a little bit extra money, and then I started paying for my product, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. So well, I guess rewind 3 years ago, my mom was actually diagnosed with colon cancer. I was living in Ontario just before we had found out. I quit my job, broke up with my boyfriend, and moved back home across the country into my mom's house. 30 years old, live with your mom. Pretty cool. It was pretty crazy for me. It was a pretty intense week. But because of this business, what I didn't realize though is that my mom was going to be sick, and she was going to be very sick, and I was going to be the only one that was going to take care of her. So my dad passed away when we were really young. So it's just me and me and my mom and my two sisters. So she was diagnosed with colorectal cancer. It was a 9 centimeter tumor in her colon that stretched down to her rectum. Like I said, guys, we're always going to talk poop one way or another. Anyway, so my mom, because of this, and exactly what kind of Kareen had said, is because of this business and being around there's always healthcare practitioners all throughout this company, just because the science that this does, like most people recommend it to their patients who join the business because of it. So we started to understand the importance of health and the importance of nutrition. So knowing this now, my mom had decided at the time not to do treatment. So she decided she didn't want to do chemo and she didn't want to do radiation. Instead, she was just going to do surgery because it was totally operable. So that was her choice. So anyway, so she had 6 weeks from the time she found out she had cancer from the time of her surgery. In those 6.5 weeks, she stopped eating. She ate no gluten, dairy, sugar, caffeine, alcohol, and meat. So she literally lived solely off fruits and vegetables. She juiced once in the morning, and then she lived off smoothies. So every morning, so she would have one for breakfast and one for lunch. She would drink about 4 to 6 liters of lemon water every day. And then the capsules, so we usually take 2 of each color every single day. She was doing that about 5 times a day. So what I love about this compared to like, Flintstone vitamins and any vitamin is that if that had been an actual vitamin, it would have been a call to poison control. My mom would have literally her liver would have completely shut down on her. So because it's just food, even though it's encapsulated, your body understands it as food, and it knows exactly what to do with it. So anyway, from the time, like I said, we found out when they removed the tumor, it had actually shrunk from 9 centimeters to 5.4 centimeters. So almost in half in 6 weeks. Like that is the absolute power of food. And I'm so grateful because unfortunately due to some error in the surgery, when they cut out the tumor and they just like reattached her bowels, they left a hole. So everything that should have been going through her body is now filling into her body and into her abdomen. So it's called sepsism. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that. So anyway, my mom was septic. Most people don't live past 3 days. It's actually very, very rare for somebody who is septic to live past 72 hours. Like when you're at that point, like every minute counts, like your organs just shut down slowly. My mom, because she was so healthy, just because all the changes she had made in the last 6 weeks, she was 8 days septic. So she was 5 days, like there's no way, like the doctors, so they brought her in, so they actually released her from anyway, not going to get into it. But anyway, the doctors had told us had she had done like treatment, there's no way she would have survived this. It was absolutely, they're honestly so shocked that she's even alive right now. unfortunately, because she was sick for so long, going undetected. And my mom now, there's cancer now because she was such a cesspool. It's now spread all throughout her body. And there's really not much we can do about it. But she takes Juice Plus. So the doctors gave us in February, they gave us 6, 8 months about time to live. We think we'll probably get a couple years out of her. But she says that like she notices a huge difference in her energy because she's got a big tumor in her pelvic area. And anyway, it just like it's sucking the life. It's not like she's pregnant, but what's happening is the tumor is taking all the nutrients. So like, you know, when you're I don't know this, but you know, when you're pregnant and you get really, really tired all the time, that's kind of what's happening. Like with my mom, instead of growing a baby, she's just growing a tumor. So it's literally like sucking the life out of her. So she says that this is like the only thing that actually gives her energy. And like, she notices a huge difference if she misses it. So she takes about 3 doses, kind of like morning, afternoon, and nighttime. So yeah, I'm very grateful because, you know, I get to be home with her all the time. And like when she was sick, it was about an 8-month recovery from the first surgery they did. So it's just been a blessing to be able to have time with her and time with my family because both my sisters work. So yeah, that's it. We just kind of wanted to share a little bit of stories and stuff. So does anybody have any questions? Like medically, like, no? You guys are good? Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.